What's up, everyone? I'm Jason, and thanks for joining me right here at UFO Chaser. These are my top picks for strange and eerie ancient mysteries found on Earth. Referred to as the Codex Gigas, the Devil's Bible is a massive medieval book that is estimated to have been written sometime in the 13th century, making it over 800 years old. According to legend, it was written by a monk who was said to have made a deal with the devil in order to finish it in one day. The monk had been sentenced to be walled up alive as punishment for breaking his vows. He promised the monastery that if they let him live, he would write a book that would contain all human knowledge in a single day. Quickly realizing that he could not complete the task in time, the monk sold his soul to Lucifer in order to fulfill the promise. The Devil's Bible is currently the largest known medieval scripture in existence and created using more than 160 animal skins. It weighs 165 pounds, requiring 2 people to even lift it. It is 92 centimeters or 36.22 inches in length. Originally, it contained 320 pages, but at some point in time, the last 12 pages were cut out and removed, and their contents remain a mystery. It contains the complete Latin translation of the Bible, as well as multiple other texts, including works by Hippocrates and Cosmas of Prague, not to mention medical formulas, text on exorcisms, and a very large depiction of the devil himself. The Nazca lines, defined as geoglyphs, are found across the dry desert plains of southern Peru, and said to have been created by the Nazca culture between 500 BC and 500 AD, making them 1,500 to 2,500 years old. There are more than 100 of these massive glyphs depicting everything from simple lines to intricate designs of human-like figures and animals. In the years leading up to 2020, between 80 and 100 new figures had been found with the use of drones, and archaeologists believe that there are more to be found. They were created by people making depressions or shallow incisions in the desert floor, removing pebbles and leaving differently colored dirt exposed. What really makes these geoglyphs designs mysterious is the vast quantity and their size. The combined length of all the lines is over 800 miles. Some figures have been measured. The hummingbird is 305 feet long. The condor is 440 feet long. The monkey is 305 feet by 190 feet, and the spider is 154 feet. Although some are partially visible from surrounding hills and other high places, they cannot truly be seen for what they are unless overhead in the air. And to date, the true purpose of these glyphs is unknown. The Sumerian King List, or Chronicle of the One Monarchy, is an ancient literary composition written in Sumerian, inscribed into a clay tablet. The surviving tablet was dated by the scribe who wrote it, in which it places it around 2125 BC, or around 4,150 years old. What makes the King List fascinating is that it lists in detail all the Sumer kings, their respective dynasties, locations, and times and power. What makes it really interesting is what's inscribed along with the list of kings. There are mysterious and questionable mythological elements embedded within it, along with events such as the Great Flood and the tales of Gilgamesh, stories that were thought to be simple fables. Theorists take this to mean that the Old Testament stories are true, or that the kings listed were actually gods or demigods, probably because of the very lengthy amount of time documented that these kings lived and ruled. Here's just some of the translation from the Sumerian Kings List to show you what I mean. It begins by saying, after the kingship descended from heaven, there was a king who ruled for 28,800 years. The next king ruled for 36,000 years. It lists in total 8 kings and 5 cities who ruled for 241,200 years. Then the great flood swept over. After the flood had swept over and the kingship had descended from heaven. It goes on to describe in total 134 kings and 11 cities who ruled for 28,876 years. That rounds out my top 3, but here are some more strange and eerie ancient mysteries found on Earth that you might find interesting. And who knows what's still out there that's yet to be discovered. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, much love.